out Nextera. If they can still give us that, that top 5 or top 3 performance as they did from Bermuda, then I'll be a bit more convinced, because a lot of teams, right, they start off great, they have like one breakout round and they just completely bomb out the rest of the day. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for teams who can consistently perform.
Yep, we're also looking for some really big games for everybody below the top 3 right now. As we see the map spread, again, super even. Just a beautiful flight path for all of the members of the teams. And you know, Ilustrado Huevos, they're gunning for the Grav Labs.
I mean, look at this. They are teams fighting already. This is something that AJ hates the most. He hates teams that just hot drop each other. And he hates teams that don't perform consistently. Oh boy, speak of the devil, Toda losing one of their boys already.
Yep, DRS was able to actually pinch out Zen, and the real question is whether DRS can finish this off with the remaining 4 members they have left.
Unfortunately, Noki didn't even stand a chance. What was that? Vegeta with the Bison just completely destroyed his health bar.
It was a blind spot, man. It was one of those moments where you just happen to look and then the blind spot just blocks the peripherals and he just hops on over it. Didn't even get him in his POV. Traps just stuck in between a rock and a hard place, because even Bijima and Esports are looking to third this.
And definitely trapped in a rough spot. Kai, does he see him? I believe he does not yet. In fact, BE, they are going to commit to this. Kathleen should be able to get a couple of free shots on the Vegeta. Not find the finisher yet. The Tatsuya dash will be used, as Adri, on the other hand, winning his 1 versus 1 as Traps gets an ambush onto 2 BE members, and Bijigman ends up getting wiped out first.
No, that was not the ideal situation. They might have overextended here, and DRS extremely happy with the results are going to push everybody else out. Wait, Razik actually getting knocked out as well here. Fikri was able to backstab him as he disengaged, and unfortunately for AE, their scout is down and out.
And the fact that Toda survived that is pretty crazy. I mean, Traps really doing some heavy damage. Bijigman, man, they had a rough game 1, and then game 2, this happens. Oh boy. This is like, what, their 6th game?
Yep, and really unfortunate here. But I'm curious, because I'm looking at the big map right now, and that looks like Ilustrado Huevos going back in towards the high-tier loot zone, down by Grav Labs to face off Freedom Rumble.
It's a very spread out start, right? Spread out drop. They have 1 guy at Turbine and 3 other members around the high-tier loot zone to deal with Freedom Rumble. Todak, they have completely recovered. The whole team is back, and best part is that there's a chance that if they clean out DRS, they are going to start this game off with a massive point advantage.
A huge point advantage, as a matter of fact, with K9. Oh, it looks like they moved.
Oh,
He's going to get back out of there, but Noki is going to be able to find 1 almost instantaneously. Again, just sweet revenge against DRS for the early contest.
Todak, the members are everywhere. And if you're a DRS, this round might just be over.
I mean, can they find the pick, though? Can they get that initial pick?
Oh,
look
they
at the
found
weapon area. Oh, they know where he is. Yep. Not even with a shotgun can you deal in these 2v1 types of situations here. It looks like, Todak having full control of this map. Kathleen is going to get on out of there. Speaking of which, actually, it looks like XPN is getting into the middle of a kerfuffle here against Kraken, and they're really deep in the sauce.
And Kraken will go for those revive. Unknown able to pick lay back out. So Expand Jr. a bit late to the party, couldn't capitalize on that window, and Unknown will now have to fight his way out. Matt loses that one. The shotgun is a bit stronger from Kraken, but fortunately for Expand Jr., they also wiped out 2 members of Kraken by Sin G5 against 2 members of a Kraken themselves. Unknown still full health with the inhaler, and those glue walls are going to start to run out. Sin only has 1 more left in the tank, but wins the 1v1.
Just better weaponry. Even though even though you're point blank, you gotta hit those shots. It's so important that you do. In the meantime, we're seeing that, Expand Jr. here. Sin, he's in a lot of trouble. 2 of their members are already down. They've gotten at least 1 revive, but this is where it gets very scary here. Because keep in mind that Gal, as much as he's running up and trying to get himself, well, at least some help, Esports so nearby. He sees him. He's gone. Instantly. Kraken just having some really rough games.
Wants to go for capture the revival point, but it's just not meant to be. I believe AE might just try to disable the whole thing. They are sitting on top of this. Again, Intellect Center, not the the most frequently visited area. I say that, but Expand Junior decides that they also want a piece of this.
Oh, they're coming in from actually 2 different angles here.
3 different angles.
3 different angles. X-Man a bit.
what?
Oh, a good headshot to open things up and turn this into a 3v4.
And Afik drops right on top of him. Easy finisher, and even gets to start looting up as soon as he revives. This is definitely not what AE wanted. The fact that Intellect Center is such a rarely visited spot, and they still have to deal with Expand Junior, who took out one of their members.
Here we go. X-Man might go for the bomb rush here. Good shots coming in to slow them down in a glue wall to make sure that he doesn't get overwhelmed by the overwhelming force. Good head glitch here, but he eventually still gets knocked down regardless. Support from the outside cannot cover that half of the compound.
This entire area is lost. AE, unfortunately, they can only go either towards the western side where Wiz is, or you just run further up north, which is what Kyrie is doing. Unfortunately, you cannot access the buy point, you cannot access the revival point as well, long as Expand Junior is holding that spot. The circle, though, is going to help AE out, because this circle is so far down south. It's going to help Expand Junior will be forced to move. Red, on the other hand, will be dealing with FRU.
Yep, and they are making sure that they are stopping Cryos from actually going further. He has to turn away, turn around to get his teammates back up, down by Grav Labs once again. But, he tried his best to slow them down. It's still fine. Cryos should be able to get the revives. Oh, unless...
Kizo getting shot from behind already. Should be fine.
He should be good here, right? It's not like Jay-Z's going to chase him. I take that back. He's going for the chase.
Yeah, yes, he has that Tatsuya dash, so he definitely does have the extra mobility. Ares right behind him as well. This entire area is uncontested. There is going to be a buy point. Kizo is going to run past the revival point, which is a smarter choice. It's going to allow him to buy back his team, and even if he goes down, the rest of the squad gets to live.
If we look at where this is eventually going to go, Kaizo, he should be able to get these revives here, but let's jump over to Team Badut up against Farang right now. Ooh, deep in the sauce as well, as we see that Faiz is able to actually secure the kill, glue wall him off to try and get a shot on towards Jan's side, putting him down. Spade is already dead, so they have to take this 3v3. Faiz, he turns the corner, able to get the knockdown and the kill secure. It looks like Team Badut has taken or tried to bite off more that they can chew.
Yeah, unfortunately for Team Badut, there's a bit of a gap between the glue walls. Farang, they didn't walk away from this, exactly scot-free. They had to sacrifice Spade as well, but now they have the numbers advantage. Team Badut actually gets to revive the rest of the squad. Luki from behind finds the flank, and now does have the Trogon Outlive. He's gonna just float over his own glue wall to find a kill onto Luki. So Team Badut, they're not out of the water just yet. Todak decides that they want a piece of this. They want to kill off Farang for a second time.
Yep, and Todak, they want to get at least some form of revenge here. They're going to get the shots down, and they're able to take him out. FRU is going to be able to get the revives in the meantime, but these nades have been nice to secure the kills and trying to wipe out Farang as quickly as possible. Jambal and Spade are still nearby, but Jambal, he's making a run for it, and I think Spade is going to do the same.
Yeah, using a Tatsuya dash to gain as much distance as possible. You see that Todak, they don't really have the necessary guns to fight long range for now. But they will have vision of Spade really soon. Traps opening fire and instantly just blows his head off. So Farang, it's in a first time in a long time that they will have to play the long game.
Yep, it looks like they're going to have to get some revives down. Where are they going to find those revives? Wait, hold on.
On top of a UAV that just expired.
Yeah, wait, hold on. X-Men is actually a lot closer than what they would have imagined here as the ring starts to close down. They're on the lower ground before the uphill, but it now looks like Zenin might have spotted them out.
Zenin first to go down. Ipan's coming in for the flank, and this should be a good collapse. Mad also with a good nade, and Todak completely caught off guard. There are going to be some clusters from Todak, but unfortunately, Expand Junior has already closed in on them. K9 gets a full team revive. Farang doing the same as well. Todak now on the receiving end of being chased away.
It's just the thirds after the thirds after the thirds. Traps, if he doesn't get on out of here, that means the squad is going to get eliminated unless Fikari doesn't get caught. And yes, both of them managed to get on out. They're trying to get into Plazaria, and they've split up here. But worse yet, every single zone, every single one of these structures have been taken over by a team.
Yes, Fikari did get knocked down, but not before he revived 2 of his teammates. But like you mentioned, he them going to Plazaria means that they are dropping straight into Farang territory. And look at where Traps has led Expand Junior. Also into Plazaria. Farang have multiple teams closing in on them.
No, this is so dangerous here. The UAV being dropped down by IJ. IJ is going to give them all the information that they need. They know that Farang is in the area, so they can approach towards that left side. And it looks like they're going to start leaping over. But let's conclude this fight here as Expand finally having a good game this time as they walk into the next ring.
AE in the meantime, dealing with Red, who are trying to close in. Farang ends up clearing out Todak as they get the last lap. This time, ASC Redoubt also eliminated. Void Face dies to the blue. And AE, 3 members left alive. They do have K9 nearby, but AE, they decide they're going to be the first one to make the move. And they know that K9, they do not have the firepower to deal with them.
Yep. While all of this was happening, Ilustrado Huevos is just on the southern side of this particular fight. K9 as well as AE. I mean, unfortunate for K9, unable to find... Oh, good shot here. Kyrie spots him out, making sure that that's going to be a double kill. That's going to be making sure that AE is suffering some big damage.
Yeah, Toxics will be able to get this, no problem. Cash in as much points as possible. There is a buy zone, but he does not have any money to get his teammates back. And there's no more revival points for him. They have all closed in. So Toxics, he's all alone.
Yep, can't do much about that. Team Badut still in it though. Despite everything that has happened, they finally take out the last member of Freedom Rumble. They get eliminated from the southeastern side of the map as Farang trying to control as much of the space of the central of the circle in Plazaria structure. It's a hard spot to kind of hold, but I like the setup that they have. They know that Ilustrado Huevos is just across the street.
The circle is going to help out Farang, but that also means that they have missed the window to buy the teammates back. There was a buy point on the southern side, but Team Badut pressured them away from it. So Farang, again, not in the best possible spot, despite being in the safe zone. There's only 2 of the members, and Ilustrados Juegos sees them clearly with that UAV. But if Spain runs down south, he's going to run into TB.
Oh, they have all the information here. I mean, that should be the call to move towards the northern side. And you can see that they are starting to make their way up there. They're sending Brentio just to scout things out. AE was there earlier, so it's good to kind of sniff it out first before committing to the decision.
Do they know where Spade is? TB. They are on the second floor of the compound. Spade is just holding his breath. Fai is doing the exact same thing.
This has been a good ring closure, right? These are one of the final rings where there's lots of structures to play around. There's lots of different verticalities to actually worry about, in a matter of fact. And I think definitely having the advantage in numbers is helpful. But as we start pulling in, Expand, what are you going to play around? Are they forced to move towards the southern side, taking the shots from AE to play on the lower ground of the structure from Plazaria?
Wait, did I see him?
He did. He did. Okay.
Oh,
I mean, he lost out! Ah, Tatsuya diff!
I cannot believe it. It took them so long to see Spain. He was playing dead at one point, but yeah, he only had 25 health, so they will still chase him down. Good attempt from Spain nonetheless.
Okay, so they heard all the fire, they all heard all the shots. Fai's last man standing, coming in for Farang, but Team Badut, they're going to be walking into the ring, and they've got a really good spot in the ring as well. This is where it's going to get difficult for Expand, right? Because once that blue starts to close in deeper, they're forced out of their structure, and it looks like they made the decision to fight AE.
They have Ipans playing from far away. You have some backup. Kyrie on the roof,
nade.
The nade, as it bounces up, but man, this man is clean with his lobs. 2 nades from Expand, working out exactly as intended. Matt does get knocked down, but will be picked back up, no problem. It's a 3 versus 3 affair. Second cluster, this time is going to miss Kyrie, who has lost all his glue walls.
Yeah, no, this is great, especially for Expand. Being able to get that grenade knockdown allows them to walk into low ground of the structure pretty handily, right? And now AE, with a member down, they're thinking, okay, low ground is compromised. We're going to play upper. We're going to have to hold as much as we can, and more so start feeding off the information because there's not a lot of space to work with next.
You see that Matt, he's trying to figure out how to play around this. They know that AE is on top. Look at that. Glue wall sticking out of the window for AE. As TB on the other end, they will have to contend with Ilustrados Juegos. Fire is still not detected.
Oh. Is he going to get away with it? Ooh, that could have been a good headshot. Very, very close coming in from Team Badut, but this is the closest they've been to a Booyah in a while, and I think they've got a very good chance here. Whoever engages first is going to get punished, as Ilustrado Huevos have no structures left to work with, and this is the opportunity for X-Band as well as AE to get some free points.
TV still do not know where Five is going to be, but yeah, he's going to start tanking the blue. Ends up going down. Jens actually picks up that point. Fortunate for Farang. We're down to the top 4 team. Top 3, Expand Junior just got wiped out by AE.
Nicely done coming in by AE. The commitment coming in from them. Great positioning so far. Now the question is, who's going to make that first move?
Yeah, 4 Eyes knocked down by the blue zone. McCrory does have the Trogon as well. Unfortunately, 4 Eyes, I don't think they have time to rescue him anymore. He's going to die to the blue. AE, 2 more men left. Wix and Razik trying to make something happen. Big nade from Razik to open this fight up against Ilustrados Juegos. They even have a glue wall melter on top of the glue walls of IJ. And they're completely exposed to the gunfire. Blank, last man alive. TB now has a good chance to steal this away from AE, who have done all of the hard work. In fact, Team Badut, they have the man advantage. Yan turns the corner, takes this fight, loses out against Wix, but they get a trade. It's Wix against 2 members, down to 1. Wix looking for the 1 versus 1, gets flanked from behind, but he does have Razik. Back up, Wix with 1 HP to clutch it out. At the very end, AE finding the Booyah.
What? Team Badut caught slacking here. AE clutching out big time to get the Booyah here on our second map of this rotation here on Nextera. Well done, a-esport.
At the very end, Wix was alone. I believe he revived Razik in time, and Razik became cannon fodder, but nonetheless,